Hi everyone, I'm Hales and welcome to my channel. Please excuse the delay between the last video and this, but the heat wave here in the UK has meant I have been a hot, sweltering mess. Too hot and sweaty to sit in front of the camera, and too hot in the what's my sewing room, it's a conservatory with a glass roof and south facing, which means it is absolutely baking in here, so I haven't been sewing during the heat. First off, I will show you what I'm wearing. Which is a simplicity make. It's really simple. It's also, I think, a size too, I think I've cut a size too big, so I would need to grade down, but it has been my go-to make for hot and sweaty heat. This is, I'll insert the footage or the photo because that's going to be the easiest way to do it, but it's a Stella hoodie by Tilly and the Buttons, and it was made with a coral colour fabric. It's a ponte knit which I got from Minerva Crafts, and the colour is so gorgeous. It's not pink, but it's not orange. It's an unusual colour. The lining of the hood, I used some leftover, I think that might have been a ponte. It's like a thick jersey fabric which I got from BST Fabrics ages ago, so I had a bit of an offcut in my stash, so I just used that for the inside hood of the hood. Now I think that the pocket, which I added, and I added the cuffs as well, because the pattern I had, which is the one which came with the magazine, that didn't include a front pocket or cuffs or anything. So I added the cuff bands and the lower band, the bottom band, that's the word I'm looking for. And I added in the pocket, but I think I made the pocket too deep. So I think it comes up a little bit too high. The other thing about the ponte is the colour is so good, but there's not much stretch to it at all. And I have made a Stella hoodie in a navy ponte which I got from BST Fabrics, and that was really stretchy and drapey. This one, there is not much stretch going on there at all, and so it's also a little bit thin. So when I've taken the photos, I have had a red vest top underneath it, because when I had a patterned, like a black patterned top, you could see right through it. So I would say if you're going to make this Stella hoodie, go for something a bit softer and something with a little bit of stretch, because you want to have that movement wise, you want to have that comfort factor, which this one doesn't. So it's a really gorgeous fabric, but maybe not best suited to this pattern. It's the Nina Lee Kew Dress. Now the one thing I did with this dress, I'll just hold it against me here, as you will see, there are no buttons. So the Kew Dress has a button placket down on the front, and to be frank, I just don't need that worry of having something pop open at the front and just worrying that I'm not realising that it's happened, or having to then sew extra concealed like hooks and things. I eliminated the button placket, and actually I'll get the pattern and I'll show you what I did. So here is my pattern. And this is where it's marked on for the buttons, but it actually has, oh, I've taped it. On the back, this line here is the bit I folded over, so I've eliminated that from the front. So I popped a concealed zip into the back, so it's all nice and neat, and then you can just whip that up and do that up, and then that will be fine. And so because the pattern includes a button placket, it has facings, so I eliminated the facings and I lined the bodice, and then enclosed, that's the word I'm looking for, enclosed the zip. And this was a viscose which I got from Sew Loco, and it was really nice fabric. So it was a navy rather than a black, with the feather design. What is really annoying, sorry to moan, but because the pattern is a high-low hem, everyone I've seen who's made it has said, oh, the high-low hem isn't really for me, so I got rid of it. So this is so annoying, because no one's making the high-low hem. I didn't want to make the high-low hem, so why didn't the pattern include the option for just having the straight hem? Right, enough of that one. Everyone's heard about that anyway. Next one. It is my first ever maxi dress. I'm 5'3.5", And I just can't wear maxi dresses from shops because whenever I hold them up, the waist is really low down on me, and then subsequently the skirt part, there's about a foot of material on the floor. So I got the Love Sewing magazine and I saw the Lola dress was included, and I hadn't heard of the Lola dress before, but when I saw it, I was like, wow, I have to try my hand at making that. That just seems so good. I'll tell you what the issue I had with it, and it's turned out okay, I think. Again, I made it in viscose. This time it was from Minerva Crafts. I love the feel of the viscose because it's so drapey and it's light, and it doesn't make you hot. It's a nice cool fabric, but it is a bit of a pig to sew with. A little bit wonky in maybe some of the pictures, and that is just because it has stretched out and it was lined up and then it all went wibbly wobbly. When I made the pattern, there was loads of room in it, so I just cut some out, and it was quite brutal. So this is the top, so it's quite high. So the bust starts, they fitted fine, and the bust was fine. But the high bust, this very top bit, was just sticking out here. It was massive and I couldn't work out what to do. So I'd already sewn all the straps in, so I had to undo that, take the straps out, and basically just cut it in. So where it was here, I just cut and just took the material out from there because I'd already cut the whole bodice out, and then just inserted and then sort of blended it into the arms. So it is maybe a little bit low around the armhole, but that's the only way I can do it. And that, because I eliminated the excess from that eliminated the excess from the front, it fitted fine. Then when I put it on my dressmaker's dummy, there was loads of excess at the back, so it moved from the front to the back, or perhaps it was excess in the front and the back. So I tried pinching it out where the zip was and the seam allowance. So the waist, where the waistband was, it was fine, but as it went up, there was more and more excess. So I had to basically just cut a wedge out just to bring it in. So perhaps I'm just a funny shape, but it was really big round here. So like high bust, and then round, the equivalent of round the back. There was just like loads, but the waist and the bust was absolutely fine. So that's where I had to take the excess from. Once I managed that, then it was absolutely fine. Just in the bust by an inch, and I chopped 2 inches off the bottom and then ran it through my overlocker, and then did a good inch and a half hem on the bottom. So that is how much I had to take off, but I think that's just because I'm a shorty. Right, that's enough of my ramblings. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it the old thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Bye!